I am still pissed that these people ended the last game early before I got done anything that I wanted to. So we're going again. Welcome to Optimal Play. We're playing The King's Dilemma. It's a legacy game that often or supposedly deals with really heavy, sometimes sensitive subjects, so be warned. My name is Brandon, and the council members that I'm increasingly begrudging are Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Christian.
Hey, good to be back.
Glad to have you back.
I'm not happy about the situation.
And Candace, welcome back. I'm eager to dive right in for Redemption, but could you guys refresh us on our story so far?
Sure. So one of the first challenges that we ran into is a nation called Mirian gave us some sketchy looking bread. We rejected it, and so instead they decided to throw it in the river, which then poisoned our bread supplies. When the people of our country ate it, they gained a bunch of gray spots and became violent, which is a little bit scary. But in response, some dutiful people decided to take justice into their own hands.
Dutiful people. Are you on the side of the defenders here?
Yeah,
I don't know. it's a sticky wicket. But there's now blood in the streets and people hanging in our forests. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, I don't trust your recap of that. In addition to the problem with the Ashers, we've also discovered this new metal called red iron in the north, which we found and decided to just sell. It turns out maybe we should have thought a little bit further ahead, and as the neighboring nation of Ankal did, and they have been using it to build weapons and defenses. They have a citadel which they have armored with red iron. They killed a bunch of our people. It's not going great. I feel like we could have made some different decisions, but we didn't.
And then we've also stumbled upon this creepy, mysterious fresco that has all this strange iconography that we're trying to decipher.
Yeah.
I don't mean to make it my thing to not understand words, but does anyone know what a fresco is?
A fresco is a carved relief or painting on a wall.
Oh,
Can
okay.
be either.
And that's the one that in this case is of a screaming mother.
With 8 daughters facing her. Yes.
Cool.
Pretty creepy.
Art school finally pays off.
Cool.
Do you know there's a worker placement game called Fresco?
Oh.
That viticulture was modeled after.
See?
Ding, board game fact.
Next time on Optimal Play.
That's why you get all
I
these
have
videos.
All right. Okay, so there was one thing that we realized we did wrong last time. We've been applying these stickers to the board that represent the kingdom's memories of our involvement in both successes and failures along the way. That should have adjusted our starting power totals. So, Christian, do you want to take care of dealing out a power to...
Yes.
It looks like
Amarada gets 2 power.
Yeah, for founding a guild alliance and what's that one? Nobody is above the law.
Yes, yeah. for actually caring about justice for once.
Thank
you. Vespertine, you got 1 as well.
Thank you.
For knowledge out of tragedy. And I, Badran, lose 1 power for letting the windmills get burned down and not doing anything about it. Whoopsie daisy.
It's not like you even had to be there.
No.
The question was, do you want to rebuild them?
And I was like, yeah. And then in addition, they all get marked off to indicate that the timer is ticking for how many games they have been on the board.
And we get tokens.
Yes. And for each category, the most recent sticker gets a open agenda, which will give them points or steal points from them based on... Oh, I gave you the wrong one.
Nope, that's right.
No, that's right. No,
it's not.
No, he needs morale books.
Yep, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
Everything's falling apart. Okay.
And then I get a negative open agenda. I will lose points if the welfare of the country gets too bad.
Yeah.
Whoops. In addition, our setup has a few different changes based on the story elements that we have. As a result of the creepy fresco, our knowledge starts 1 higher. And as a result of the hanging bodies of Ashers, our stability goes 2 lower.
Yeah.
So we'll randomize these starting tokens to see which side they start on by doing the traditional toss in the air.
Ooh, okay. So we got positive momentum on several.
And knowledge will start 1 higher as a result of the creepy fresco, which I love.
All right. With that, Let's see. The leader is the person with the most prestige, which I'm at 7.
That's you. I'm at
Three.
5.
I'm at 5.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll take that. And the moderator is the person with the least prestige.
Yep,
Still
thank you.
Candace.
Tradition at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. And Candace, the last order of business before we get started, as the winner of the last game, you got to marry an heir into the royal family and you get to name the new king.
Yes, House Vespertine is going to name the new king King Vesper.
All right, I like it. That's fitting. So King Vesper of House Vespertine. All right, let's get our dilemmas on.
So there's our secret agendas that you get the first draft of.
I forgot about that when I said let's get our dilemmas on.
Yes.
We should probably choose our agendas.
First dilemma, which agenda are you going to choose?
You clearly threw out the good one. So I'm going to go with that. There you go.
Ooh,
It's tough.
it is
Difficult
tough.
situation with
It
no
is.
easy answers. I do feel like a lot of these story points, there's just like not necessarily a right way to go.
Right.
Oh no, it usually feels like a decision between two bad things.
Just like being a king.
The unsolvable dilemma, so to speak.
If you will.
Thank you.
You know what we should probably do is mix up our seating order between games. So even if I am regularly the leader, Candace isn't always last.
Yeah.
This just occurred to me. So
Yeah.
next time. Yeah.
Next time.
Although next time, hopefully prestige points will have moved around a bit so that you're not always first.
Hopefully not.
We're gonna find out at the end of the game that prestige points count negative.
I mean-
leading this whole time.
We don't know how you win a campaign, so it is
It could be
certainly
anything.
possible. Yeah.
They have to be equal.
Okay, now can I get my dilemma on?
Now you can dilemma yourself.
All right.
Dilemma away.
Our first dilemma, based on the art, is about this red iron spire in the distance.
Oh, good.
Increasingly, rumors of the fierce kingdom of Enkal worry our people. Many think we should recruit more soldiers among the peasants to patrol the unclaimed lands north of our border. Scholars believe we should instead investigate the customs of Enkal to ascertain whether they are really a menace and to clarify the misunderstanding caused by the smugglers. Do we recruit more peasants into the army? If we decide to do so, we will raise our influence but lower our welfare. And if we decide not to, there's a positive sticker on the line for the leader, and we will be raising our knowledge because we'll be researching their customs.
So nay and I. That actually is kind of helpful.
Yeah, that's actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, so I got to start this, huh? All right.
Seems easy.
Yeah.
It's an obvious answer.
War is always the answer.
What? Disagreement box.
Send those
Prickle
peasants.
snipes. Prickle snipes.
2 power says send those peasants.
You take the leadership.
I already had it.
Hmm. 2 leadership says nay.
So now the
you're-
leadership doesn't change, but there's now a tie.
Yeah.
To which I say, I would like to moderate this. Ask for
Oh.
moderation.
All right, you taking the moderator title, Candace? You can tip this balance, or you can leave it up to
And this is a
Christian.
positive sticker.
Wow.
3 for nay.
Which means you're the new leader.
You're the new leader.
How do you feel about that?
When I'm alone on the I side, that means I got to put in a lot of power too.
I mean, it's early in the game.
You
Maybe
got
just a
it.
little bit will
Spend
bump
it
them
if you
out,
want.
knock them out.
Yeah,
And also, if you put 2 in and they have to up their ante, that's still good for you.
it is. It worked out last time, but
Yeah.
then it didn't
sometimes
matter
it
that I got all the
doesn't.
power because they ended the game after 4 dilemmas.
Yep.
Where's your head at, Mr. Moderator?
I don't have to answer that. 2 gold. That answer costs 2 gold.
2 gold. And you will tell me...
How I would break ties. Yeah.
Oh, but then you're bound to it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
He'll tell you.
It's not
It might not be
interesting,
what you
How much do I
want.
like gold?
We already know the answer, so it's probably not a good investment on your part.
You don't know the answer.
How much would it cost to control your choice?
4.
It's a lot.
Cheaper than what he was charging last game.
And it's also, you responded so fast, it's just a random number you can
Of course.
I don't know. What do you think
All
negotiating
right.
is?
I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
Or
You're not gonna-
I'm gonna
not
do
gonna raise-
nothing.
You're not going to do anything.
So are you going to add more to your nay in order to get the leadership?
If I put 1 power on,
You'll be tied and
it'll
I'll
be
break the tie.
tied. Can I give you a coin to make me the leader?
Give me 3 coins to make you the leader.
Wow. 3 coins, 2 power. I will take that 3 coins to make me the leader.
Wow.
So
And you're
one-
throwing in 1 more power.
One
to
more
tie?
power.
Yep. Here's
Okay.
3 coins
Great.
for the moderator to make me the leader.
Yep.
Uh,
This is now a tie.
so now the time.
We're done voting, so nobody gets the power from the balance. Nays win, so nays put your power into the middle.
Mm-hmm. I
And
get mine
as the
back.
moderator, I am bound to make the leader, Ryan.
All right.
Hmm.
So,
What have we done?
what have we done? Trusted scholars begin researching the customs of the Kingdom of Ankal, while a delegation of brave diplomats leaves the Crimson Keep to ask for an official audience. Many, however, fear we are leaving our borders unprotected. So we gain 3 knowledge, plus 1.
Yeah, 1 for the
2,
momentum.
3, 4.
Sticker 144,
I've got those, yeah.
and envelope 63.
Lots of stuff happened. I love when stuff happens.
I know. Exciting.
Stuff. That's what I'm looking for.
I feel like that was 3 coins well spent.
Yeah, I think that was actually a pretty good deal for all of us.
I get to write
Capitalism.
my name on a thing, which makes me excited. My sticker says, know thy neighbor. It is another knowledge one, which is another good thing that I protected this. Our decision to investigate the culture of the Kingdom of Ankal sparked the keen interest of our scholars, fascinated by their unusual custom and habits.
Fascinating.
All right, so you're, we have filled up that row with positive knowledge stickers, mostly Ryan's.
which we were wondering if that would happen, and now we know.
Yep.
You're gonna sign.
So
get to
you'll
sign
shuffle the new
these.
dilemmas into the deck, Brandon.
Yes.
One's-
Well,
You can set that on
I will
board.
sticker you.
while Ryan regales us with the story.
Oh, immediately the signer of this card gains 1 prestige.
Oh,
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, no, that, wait.
now, is that a star or
Oh,
what's the
Prestige.
icon?
Crown.
but is it a prestige or is it a crave when it's white?
white.
But if it's white on black,
It's white.
it's throwing me a little bit.
It says that it will be a black
If it says
crown.
prestige, oh, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
It just says the icon.
In the rules,
Yeah.
it very clearly was like white crown always means prestige.
Okay.
It also kind of makes sense for the story.
Yeah, true.
So you just immediately gain 1.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
I stand by that decision. That was
Yeah, that was a very good. I should have charged more. If
Yeah.
I charged more, you'd have just used power. Like if I had gone up to 4, you'd have definitely gone to power.
I just didn't want to pass the leadership and give her a chance to
Totally.
up the ante again.
Yep.
I read this now. Know thy enemy. After the initial diplomatic incident, our diplomats have been formally invited to the Northern Court at the Crimson Keep, where they are welcomed respectfully but coldly. Ankal is a small but highly competitive society. Their clans constantly struggle for leadership, and their warrior kings must display continuous strength to stay in power, which explains their exceptional military prowess. While some might regard them as barbarians, they are organized and disciplined. Serving in the army is the highest honor to them, reserved to those of proven might and impeccable courage. Though few in number, they prove a formidable foe. Still, they are honorable. As long as they are not provoked, they should pose no danger.
Well, now we know a lot more about them.
Yeah, so this was like objectively the right choice for the kingdom, but it did not benefit me.
So,
So I'm not thrilled.
well, there's a lesson here about trusting your house. Don't do it. Leader, new dilemma.
New dilemma. Wow, so I'm so drunk with power at the moment.
Yeah, that was a really good round for you.
Yeah, it was.
But I spent a lot to do it. Our spies have discovered that the gray wheat disease was caused by an experimental fertilizer invented by the disreputable Mirian scholar Euclides. The Kingdom of Mir knew, but decided to hide the truth from us. This leaves us no other choice but to go to war.
Whoa.
Does it though?
We'll see.
While the preparations start, do we send an assassin to Mir to punish Euclides first?
So the war is a
Oh.
foregone conclusion.
It
Are we
meant-
going to do an extrajudicial assassination?
It meant it when it said no other choice but to go to war.
War is happening, and this is just a simple aye nay for
Good or bad
Ooh.
influence?
good or bad influence.
Jeez Louise.
But
You're the first vote.
I doubt the results are as simple as
Oh,
this.
100% not. This is, I think, a very good example of where, like, those icons mean nothing to us.
Right.
Like, okay, we put up a fight, we show them that we're strong, and then what happens?
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident this is a great opportunity to pass for power.
Fair enough. Take your coin.
Yeah, I'm passing for power as well.
How much power we got?
Well, no one cares about the
You
assassination.
can get in on that.
No, don't.
No, don't.
Well, it only cost me 1 at this point, so like.
What are you thinking there?
I like that Ryan almost never actually votes on the policy.
I only vote on the stickers.
On the stickers.
If you pass for power, it sets me up for a pass for moderator, which I love. And then
So that's a good reason not to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and then I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest.
Yeah, passing for moderator lets Brandon choose.
Right.
Or you could just vote and more or less
Call it.
call it. Like, unless Brandon's really willing to up the ante.
I mean,
Yeah.
Brandon's not going to vote for the assassination
Look,
because he wants to take the kingdom.
As a
right?
lover of harmony, which of these options is harmonious? Right? I mean, like, there's an obvious answer. Does assassinating the leader of our neighboring sketchy kingdom seem like a good idea?
It's not the leader; it's the person who started this whole thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
it
they're
is
best
retribution.
guarded.
But assassinating anyone.
Yeah, it is retribution.
It is retribution. I mean, like you love harmony.
Yeah. My people do.
Yeah,
We do.
yeah. And also, like, let's all be really honest. No good is going to come of assassinating this guy. And I don't trust Brandon to not intentionally tank the decision.
Positive
because,
influence is gonna come of assassinating the guy.
Yeah, but I don't trust you to not tank the decision.
Yeah, Brandon's
What
going to
is
go
wait? Well, so taking the decision, I would normally think you mean is nay, which lowers.
I'm saying whatever decision you
resource,
make
but-
is going to be bad for us. Literally any decision you make. I don't
Wow.
want you to have the power, and I especially don't want you to have the moderator to be able to
I mean-
continue making those decisions in the future. I was just gonna say, if you put one vote on nay, at least it makes Brandon's life harder.
No, Brandon wants nay because he
I
wants
think
to.
Brandon wants nay.
Well, I think all of us want nay.
Yeah.
No, we want I. We
Well-
want to improve
You want to assassinate?
the guy who caused this whole mess.
Yeah, that is.
We need to send a message.
Historically, does that work? Does killing the one guy fix anything?
It sends a message.
In the
Harmony.
spirit of harmony.
Oh,
go.
wow.
A vote on nay.
Andrew giving Brandon the
I
moderator.
just sat here
If
and
he wants.
I just sat here and let you guys argue because I was pretty sure nothing I could say would improve the situation.
That's
for
true.
me.
100% yes. Brandon, what do you think?
I want to savor how mad Ryan is at me for a moment.
That is a good feeling.
Yeah. And then I think I'm going to pass and take moderator,
Yep.
Okay.
which makes me a very powerful individual who has nothing to do with this decision. Candace
Okay.
It's a nay.
votes nay. So before
So
you do
everybody
that,
Split the power.
you guys get 4 power each from the pots.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
And Candace, your 1 power goes into the pot.
2 there for next vote.
Okay. We conclude that Euclideus's death will not unravel the present situation.
Obviously.
With a war to prepare for, our energies will be better spent elsewhere. We decide to ignore the report. So influence goes down 1, and then we'll look at envelope number 54.
So influence goes down an extra because of momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So stability is now at 2, and the influence now gets a momentum arrow.
Yeah, take that influence. I mean,
Oh
I have the kingdom's best interests at
my
heart,
god.
and
Told
King
you.
Vesper is my good friend.
Nobody trusts you.
Oh,
Whoa.
What?
okay. So
Okay.
that you got an event card.
Okay. Oh,
Is it self-explanatory, or do I need to look anything up? Do you think?
let me see.
Yeah.
War with Muir.
Oh.
Event card.
Mhm.
This is a special envelope with an exclamation point. Do not shuffle these cards into the deck.
Okay.
Read the story below, then follow the special rules for this envelope described on the front and back of this card.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Do it.
Proceed.
Yeah.
This is exciting. The Mirians unleash the ash bread plague upon us. by utter impotence, if not with fraudulent intent. Even worse, they tried to hide the truth from us.
That's true.
We have no other choice but to declare war. We'll have to prepare for battle. Special rules.
Okay.
Place the next card, the deployment card, in the event area of the realm board, with the front side facing up. Then...
So this is the deployment. War with Mirror deployment card. Okay.
Ooh.
Then shuffle the third and fourth cards of this envelope into the dilemma deck.
Right.
Like you would with contents of a regular envelope.
Pass that over.
Okay.
Oh yeah, these are they're not all dilemmas though.
Okay, so as long as this event card is in play, whenever you pass during a vote phase, you may invest power tokens from your pool on this event. Place them on one of the sections of the deployment card. The sections are just a reminder of who owns the power played on the card. Choose one of the sections the first time you played the power for this event and use it for the rest of this game.
Makes sense.
Okay. Whenever the battle with Morir trigger card is drawn from the deck, you'll have to determine if a battle in the war with Morir was won or lost based on the total amount of power token played on the deployment card. If the total is 10 or more, the battle is won. If the total is less than 10, the battle is lost.
Oh
my! 10?
So it's asking us all to contribute power to this effort.
Yeah,
Just
when
like a
we
war, so
pass.
So that we win.
Yeah, I'm sure you're all gonna have the best objectives of the country. in
I
mind.
plan on doing my fair share, friend.
What's your fair share?
Nothing.
Okay, there's more.
We'll talk about what's
There's
fair.
more. If the battle was won, mark the leftmost empty space on the victory half of the card. The players who place the most power on the deployment card becomes the leader and gains 1 prestige.
A new way to gain
Marking
Gains a
it,
prestige.
gain a prestige, marking it on their house screen. Then they must discard all of the power they placed on the deployment card to the middle space of the balance.
But only what the winner placed.
Yeah. The other players must place their power back behind their screens.
Oh, okay.
If the last space of the victory track is marked, this event is over and the leader applies the corresponding sticker to the chronicle area of the realm board. Okay, so there's stickers on there. If the battle was lost, however, wasn't on the card. Mark the leftmost empty space of the defeat half of the card. The players with the least power on the deployment card becomes the leader and must discard 4 power tokens from their pool. Take them from the deployment card itself if you don't have enough behind your screen.
Oh my gosh.
Then all players must place the power from the deployment card back behind their screens.
Got it.
If the last space of the defeat track is marked,
is only
the
2.
event is over and the leader applies the corresponding sticker to the chronicle area of the realm board.
Oof.
When this event is over, trash the War with Mirror event card, the Battle with Mirror trigger card, and the deployment card.
Wow.
Any power tokens remaining on it must be discarded onto the middle space of the balance. If the event is still ongoing, at the end of the game, all power tokens placed on the deployment card are lost.
Sure.
Okay. So let me try my best to recap.
Okay.
We're at war. We are either going to win the war by winning 3 battles or lose the war by losing 2 battles, whichever one happens first. You can... Is it when it's your turn to vote? When can you put power on
When you
it?
Pass.
Oh, that's
Any
right.
kind of pass.
When
it
you
sounds
pass,
like.
you can put power onto the card. We're going to check the power on the card. Whenever we draw that trigger card we just shuffled into the dilemma deck.
Which might not be for a while.
Or it might be right away.
Right.
Yeah.
We have no control over that.
Right.
Right.
So we win the battle if there is 10 or more power on this card, and we lose it if there was not. And if we won, the person who contributed the most gains a prestige point, which is big, but spends their power and everyone else gets their power back. If we lose, then the person who put in the least discards 4 power to the bank, and everyone else gets theirs back.
Right.
And then there's a sticker to it apply, depending on the win or the loss. And
Yeah. Sounds stressful.
all right.
So on that note, leader,
Oh, yeah.
It's time.
Draw
Don't
the
draw the battle.
card.
Just don't draw the battle. It's easy. Just don't draw the battle.
You didn't draw the battle.
I didn't draw the battle. Here we go. Morano, a rich merchant from a remote desert city called the City of Tents, wants to negotiate a lucrative trade agreement. Among his samples of goods is a slave concubine in chains.
Mm-hmm.
He claims the woman comes from a desert temple that allegedly hides the golden map, a fabled item we've been seeking for decades. Many of our people are against slavery.
Yeah, I'd
Do
imagine.
we force Morano to free the slave?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's an I,
That's the question. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wealth goes down and we get a bad sticker.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a nay, wealth goes up.
So basically, we want him to lead us to, what did it say that
The golden
City
map.
of Tents?
Yeah,
To get the golden map.
A desert temple that allegedly hides a golden map.
And the nay, so the nay is we
Fabled
negotiate
No,
with
the
them.
woman has it. The slave woman has the map.
He claims the woman comes from.
She hides the golden map.
Duh.
So if we vote I, we get the slave, we find the map, maybe, and we get a bad sticker because slavery is bad. If we vote nay, we save money by not buying a slave.
But we're not getting a bad sticker because slavery is bad, because
might be
that's
because
us
of the
freeing
map.
that's us freeing the slave.
Oh,
It's a bad sticker, though, right?
It is a bad sticker. Is it that if he keeps the slave, then he and the slave will lead us to the temple?
I think that's the idea.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So it's do we want to go to this temple at the expense of not
Freeing the
Freeing
slave.
freeing the slave?
Yeah, the bad sticker is probably about the people being
Hating
opposed to slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we might unlock an envelope that tells us about this cool map.
Yeah, that.
Everything's getting real now.
Yeah.
Like, we went to war.
So just
Oh.
I put out the icons. So
Okay.
nay is positive wealth, I is negative wealth and bad sticker. And just a recap. The question is, do we force Morano to free the slave?
With I think the supposition being if we do,
We will not get the information about the map.
The map.
yeah.
I think so.
Candace?
It's
Starts
to
with
me.
you.
Great, right? I mean, yeah.
No easy answers.
Yeah, I think we have to free the slave.
I'm with
we
you.
have to free the slave.
I'm with you.
How much are you voting for? How many power?
I want to put in 2.
2 on I.
2 on I.
Two
to free the
I.
slave.
Yeah.
Force him to free the slave.
Yep.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I think the wealth we get from the nay,
Is
the
it-
wealth is the treasure of the golden
Yeah.
map.
Yeah,
Mm.
agreed.
Then the I, losing wealth, is probably this guy's a lucrative trader who we're burning bridges with.
Yeah.
That map sounds cool though.
It does.
I love lore. I love maps.
There's a city.
We gotta help the people, guys.
House Pricklesnipe is adamantly against slavery.
I doubt that very much.
But
But
we're also against spending our power. Oh, this feels like not a good one to pass and put power into the war
Yeah.
on. It feels like something everyone should have a stance
Yeah,
on.
you really should. If not now, when?
But that's like what I want to do is pass and send a token to the war so I don't have the least.
yeah, interesting timing with this card.
Yeah.
Before the war, we'd all had a totally different opinion about it.
The nay, or is the I, the side I want,
I-
is leading, and the war is also important, so I'm gonna pass.
Pass for power or pass for moderator?
There's not a lot of power in there. I'm gonna keep my moderator title safe by passing for moderator.
And then how much
And
power?
I'm gonna send, I told you my fair share,
Mm-hmm.
which our room full of accountants has calculated as 2.
And you are team 5.
Yeah,
Whatever
it's
that
like
icon
the
is.
5 icon.
The one
It's
that's
pointing
pointing
at
at
me.
you, yeah.
Oh, good point.
I am wildly uncomfortable with this decision. So I'm going to pass for power.
I don't know if that actually sounds like a nice thing to do in this situation.
Courteously.
You can't just say courteously after everything you do.
Oh, you're sending 3 to the war. Though.
So
That's
I agree
nice.
with the I vote, which is why I'm sending stuff to the war. So I'm going to pass for power as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to send 4 power to the war.
Okay, we're at 9. You wanted to send a 5th, so we have 10?
Yeah, I'm going to send 5 to the war.
Hey, all right.
10.
All right.
Man, how's
I'm doing my part.
Badron?
Badron.
Badron. I always want to say
Now I'm
Bardon.
doing my part.
How's Badron?
We believe in
Alright.
the war.
Here we go.
All right, we have
So
determined he will free the
you guys
slaves.
split that, right?
Yep.
You two. I spend these.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We can't tolerate slavery. We force the merchant to free his concubine and send him away. This compromises our trade agreement, but our people rejoice that we stood up for the poor woman.
Hey.
Many are also excited at the prospect that she may reveal the location of the mythical
Oh, so
golden
she
map.
could still.
Legend says it leads to an endless fountain of liquid gold.
Sounds dangerous.
It does.
Okay.
So hot.
So morale goes up +1.
Oh, I didn't sign on for that.
And then wealth goes down 2.
Boop, boop.
Aw.
Other direction. There we go.
And then I look for sticker 0.
Yeah, is there a sticker 0? There sure is. It's called a diplomatic incident.
And envelope 40.
All right, we'll sign that and read it
Okay.
for us.
Okay. A diplomatic incident. Our choice to free the merchant slave compromise. I keep wanting to say comprised, and I keep losing my cap. Edit all this out. Oh my goodness!
All right, that just
I
changed.
need to switch markers.
A moment ago, I was going to edit it out. Now I'm not.
Okay, a diplomatic incident. Our choice to free the merchant slave compromised our relationship with the southern desert lands before it even started. Okay. Yeah, so this is an influence one.
Bad influence sticker for you.
Oh, I thought it'd be wealth.
Yeah, me too. So you can't predict.
So you don't
Yeah,
know.
interesting.
Okay.
But you
and
got a
then
story
this,
card for what looks like a whole new story.
And I just sign it.
Yeah, you sign
even though
that side
there's
of it.
nothing on there.
And then we'll check out what's on the other side.
A distant reward. Sarah, the woman we freed from slavery, comes from a remote temple of the Mother in the south of Marudi, which we call the Ivory Desert. She says the golden map is guarded by this temple. Sarah was kidnapped and enslaved by her former master while visiting the city of Tents. Her story becomes quite popular in the kingdom and spurs a burst of interest in the unexplored southern continent that she calls Conforta.
Sure.
Conforta. Who knows? Sarah claims that it is the land where the ancient Sabian League once prospered and fell. Our scholars immediately start preparing a caravan to retrieve the golden map and take Sarah back home.
Love it.
But traversing the Ivory Desert, famous for tempests of burning white sand, will not be easy. A distant reward.
Interesting.
Nice artwork. This
New icon.
New icon.
Yeah, a new story has started. Okay.
So you were still the leader.
Oh,
You sure are.
here we go.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Okay. The Royal Marshal proposes to organize a joust to boost the morale of the troops and the rest of the realm. Yet, critics say it will be nothing but an expensive arena for the games of power played by the council.
What?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Do we organize a joust? Wealth looks like it'll go down, and then nay is just nothing right now.
Oh, interesting. I recognize that art. That was the art that was on like the starting card.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
like
is
the marshal is like,
we just did not happen to draw this one
Yeah,
from the start of the
exactly.
campaign.
well, what do you think?
Oh, it's me
How's
again,
this?
huh?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pass and become the moderator.
I like that.
Ooh. I like
Here's
being
your
the
money.
moderator, even though I never got to use it.
It's reassuring to know it's an
Yeah.
option.
Oh no, I got to use it the round.
And I have
after.
both tokens now, by the way.
Oh, leader
Wow.
moderator.
That was the end game condition.
Look at
I
you.
just won the whole thing.
We should absolutely have this joust.
I love a joust.
Joust seems like the best idea. So I'm gonna stake 2 power
Ooh.
on an I vote, and I'll take the leader token for that.
Would anyone like to pay me to vote against Brandon?
No.
Okay.
Well, how much is this going to cost? No.
Then I'm going to pass for power.
Okay.
I'm going to put 2 power on the war.
Oh, you're joining the
Okay.
tied for most now. Okay.
I'm going to pass for power, and I'm going to put 1 on the war. It's a net 0 because of the pass. So whatever.
Yeah. All right. I like this.
Okay.
I just hope that card is never drawn and all of your power is locked there for.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's the game.
Okay, so the eyes have it. The
Yep.
eyes all being from me.
Yep.
You two split the power that was in the bank. I will put it back.
Power.
What have I done? Wise decision, says the Royal Marshal. The realm will surely enjoy the diversion, and you may have some fun as well. Wealth drops by 2, and it had momentum, so it drops by 3.
It has super momentum now.
Yeah. And we open envelope 38.
Oh, I did not expect an envelope out of this one.
Never know. It's getting unpredictable.
Yeah.
All right, so the Joust's story or whatever has begun. Oh, it's a special envelope.
Another special one.
This is a special envelope. Do not shuffle these cards into the deck. Read the story below, then turn this card over and to read the special rules for this envelope. The joust is starting! Exclamation point. 2 contenders will fight for victory. Hubert Gildar, champion of the people, and Traven Milner, favorite of the Libran Merchants Guild. In case of victory, Hubert Gildar has already declared that he will devote his prize to the poor. Traven Milner will tour the realm and beyond to sponsor the Merchant Guild's interests, boosting their business prospects, but the people wouldn't like to see him win. They are both exceptional warriors. The favor of the council will be crucial in determining the result of the duel, but you can also take the chance to place potentially profitable bets.
Fascinating.
Special rules. Place the next 2 cards in the middle of the table, with the front side up. Don't read their backs.
Okay.
Then shuffle the last card from this envelope into the dilemma deck, as you would with the contents of a regular envelope. All players place their aye and nay cards behind their screens. You can play both power tokens without limits and coins, up to 10 of them, onto one of the contenders to show your favor and place a bet on them. The power you play will add to that fighter's strength to decide the result. If the fighter you favored win, you'll gain from the bank a number of coins equal to the ones you bet. So you're playing power to increase its
strength
ability to win, and coins betting on it. First, decide which fighter you'll support, then place the corresponding card, I for Hubert Gildar, nay for Traven Milner, which, looking ahead, is clearly labeled on them, so that'll be easy. Put it face down, decide which fighter you'll support and put that card face down in front of your screen, then secretly take the amount of power and coins you decide to play into your hand.
Okay.
When everybody's ready, turn the cards face up and reveal the contents of your hands. The fighter who received the most power is the winner of the fight. Turn their card to the back, read the story, then immediately apply the effect described on the card.
Interesting.
The power played on the winning fighter must be put in the middle space of the balance like at the end of a voting phase. All players who played coins on the winning fighter take them back and then take that many coins from the bank.
Okay.
Players who place power on the losing fighter take them back.
Okay.
Coins played on the losing fighter must be discarded to the bank. Finally trash this card in the 2 fighters. So, our fighters, represented with the blue flag, normally reserved for I, is Hubert Gildar, champion of the people. If he wins, we can expect welfare to go up. And Traven Milner, the favorite of the Merchants Guild, represented by the red flag. If he wins, we can expect wealth to go up and morale to go down.
So before we bet, the actual results are secret. Like the actual things that we choose are secret.
Yes.
So we're each going to pick one card and put it face down, which is whichever one we're supporting. And the one we support gets power, any amount of power, any amount of coins.
Yep.
The coins are our bet. If they win, we double our bet. If we lose the money. And the power, if they win, it just increases who wins. Like we add up the power that all were put on a single dude.
But I think the question is,
Who do we want to win?
do we actually care about this fight not being fixed? In the sense that, like, if we all decide that someone wants to win,
oh, you're
Then we
saying
can just-
can
We
we
can all
just
benefit from it.
can we just agree that someone puts in a power and then we all bet on that one and make a lot of money? That's what you're
mean,
saying? I mean,
That's a bit of a game theory problem.
it
that
doesn't
you're
really benefit
propositioning.
me to.
Yeah, we know what you want.
It doesn't really benefit me if we all make money. Like,
But, and this one's an interesting for you, actually, because the two things that will increase are opposite of the ones that you want to increase, right? Like, the thing that you want to go down is up, and the thing that you want that is already down will go up.
yes and no. Wealth is pretty low already.
But it'll lose its momentum.
That's true.
But and regardless, I'm proposing. I actually don't care who wins.
Wow.
But I don't want.
You don't care about sport?
No, I care about profit. And so I want to fix this fight. I don't want somebody in with me on the fix.
Does anyone care who wins? I would like to say, as someone who's been blamed for a lot of wheat shortages, I would like the champion of the people to win, so that people are less mad about it.
I would too.
I would too.
Okay.
So everyone is saying that they want the champion to be
Blue.
But do we believe
Blue.
everyone?
That's a good complication, yes.
Because, as Ryan points out, we could like agree that someone is just going to spend 1 power, or
Yes.
we're all going to spend 1 power or something. But that sets up someone to
Sabotage.
sneak in
Yeah.
5 power on the other one and take
I mean,
it.
we could have someone play banker and just take money from all of
That's
us.
not how it works.
That's not how it works.
You have to put it in your hand and hold it out. It's
No,
very
what I mean is
explicitly.
you say, I promise to put power on this person.
Oh, you're saying so? Say Christian, like everyone hands Christian a coin and says what they're going to do, and then they're bound to do so. I feel like that breaks the spirit.
I actually don't think it breaks the spirit of the game, but I absolutely would not accept that deal. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I think having an oligarchy fix the joust is totally in keeping, and I would not participate in such a deal, mostly because I'm very suspicious of everyone's motivations right now.
How
So I
about
don't want
this?
to bind us to a deal that I
So-
don't like.
How about this? I'm going to put all of my power on one of these two fighters, and for the cost of 5 coins, I will tell you which fighter I'm going to put it on.
Rude.
Have we figured out whether he can like whisper? Because I assume that was your implication, right?
Or would you announce it out loud?
No, I'm going to tell the people who give me the coins.
But are you gonna change your decision based on the coins? You see what I mean? Like, are you gonna be like, yeah, and I just put all of them in on red, which none of you want. Good luck matching how much
Well,
I put on
I
red.
can't change my decision
Yeah, you can.
after coins have been exchanged. So if someone exchanges,
So you can't tell 2 people 2 different things.
That's true. That's true.
yeah,
5 coins. I'll give you 5 coins to put all of your power on blue.
Wow. And if you give him 5 coins now, he can also bet all that money on blue and end up very rich.
I understand.
I'll take that deal.
Oh, what?
You wait, what? Oh, you probably don't have any power.
I'll put all my power on blue for 5 coins.
Okay, that's another option. We can all put all our power.
if any one person says that they'll put all their power on a color, then everyone else could just put all their power on a different color.
But we don't know how much power everyone has right now. That's the problem. Like, we're actually
Yeah.
pretty deep into a lot of gambles.
I've kind of lost track of who has a lot of power. I know you guys put a lot of power into the war, but also you greedily passed for power once or twice.
This is fantastic.
This game is really good.
Well, I'm not going to give you the deal because I don't think you have a lot of power right now. That's just my
I'm
instincts.
the only one who didn't put power in here.
Yeah, but
Remember
you have
that?
not. You have not done any benefiting from the pot. I know that you have. I know that you gained at least like 6 power
Fair
from the
enough.
pot. So I know that. I'm pretty sure you have power in
He
there
also
right now.
started with the most power.
And he
for
started
those
with the
stickers.
most. Yes.
Yeah.
So I will offer you 5 gold to put all of your power on blue. 5, and then you can gamble on blue. And like
Yeah.
that's a really winning bet for you. You love money.
I do love money, but I'm not willing to say aloud to the table who I'm going to bet on
Well, no deal.
because
I
I don't want the rest of the table to bet against me. Because that's what I think would happen. Is that I would
Really?
Yeah.
You think you'd put all your power down and we would all put all our power on the other one because that's what it would take to beat you?
I also just want to profit off of my
I don't think-
power. Like, so I'm banking power right now. So I know that I have probably the most power, if not close to it.
I don't.
So the knowledge that I have is valuable.
That's true.
So I want you to pay me for my knowledge.
Because he's got his achievement to get $18.
I do. I need to. I am desperate to get my 18 coins.
No, yeah, that's very reasonable. So what would it take for you What deal are you suggesting? What's your counter offer?
So-
I offer you 5 gold to put everything on I.
So my offer is that for the price of 5 coins, I will tell you the color that I put
All of
that
your
I will
power
put
on.
my power on. Yeah. And the offer is to the whole table. So if everyone pays me 5 coins, then everyone will know.
And you're assuming you're allowed to communicate secret information to one person, which hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the rules commenting on.
The rules
we
don't
should
have.
look-
I
we
looked,
should
there's
actually-
nothing about any secret information,
Yeah.
so I think it's just a house rule. We have to decide right
Yeah.
now. Are you cool with whispers?
They're not great on video.
Yeah, fair. I would say, I feel like once you start getting into like whispers, it's harder to enforce whether the deal was met. Like it starts making that part of the rule a little bit tougher. So I would hesitate to say whispers are allowed.
Yeah.
That's my instinct. But I'm
So the setting of this game is we are all council members around
Right.
a
It just-
council chamber. Like, people don't get up and whisper in the middle of the council
it
chamber.
just, yeah, it just doesn't feel
Yeah.
quite right.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we'd have a back channel. I feel like
Yeah.
we're all arguing, and the king's right there, and he's like, "Come on, guys, it's just a fucking joust."
Yeah.
This is more time than we spent arguing about war.
Yeah, or slavery.
Yeah,
So,
right?
I repeat my deal to you: 5 gold to put it all in on blue. Take it or leave it.
So you're giving me 5 gold.
To go all
to
in on
choose
blue.
blue.
To choose blue.
Does anyone want to up that offer or do something different?
I don't know how it matters to you whether you get 5 or 8 or whatever.
I mean, the number of gold that I have does
I'm
matter.
definitely not outbidding you to say red. Like, I want it to be blue also.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get a better deal because they have no incentive unless
Yeah.
they want to sabotage it.
Well, if everybody wants it to make it blue, just make it blue.
I'm just telling
Yeah,
you.
we
Go
don't
back
need
to
him
the
to do that,
original
right?
deal.
I'm telling you what my deal is: 5 gold to put all your power on blue.
In order to say my choice aloud, I would want 10 gold from the table.
God,
So
No,
it doesn't have to be from you.
I understand.
It could be 5.
That's absurd.
3.
No way. You
All
have
right.
my offer: 5 gold to put on blue.
Well, if
Let's
if
just
these
say-
guys do 5 combined, then that's the
Let's
total
just
of
say-
5 gold.
No.
Fuck Ryan. We're all gonna put a couple power on blue, and if he wants to waste all of his power beating whatever kind of
Absolutely.
mysterious
Yeah.
medium number we put on,
Yeah.
that is his.
So
prerogative.
everybody put a face down card for whichever one you're supporting and betting on.
Okay.
Everyone put however much power you want and however much gold you want in your hand. Put your hand in the middle.
And the amount of money we're putting is how much we'll win if we win.
Yes,
Yep,
you'll
or
double,
lose
or
if you
lose if you
lose.
lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone
Okay.
flip your card first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Ryan went with red. Okay, I did 2 power.
0 power.
You son of a bitch.
I
You get
did.
your power back.
I did
You
7
just
power.
lose your gold.
I did 2 power.
And well, I didn't bet any gold because I didn't trust you guys to.
So
play your part.
the gold gets spent no matter what.
And you did 7 power.
I did 7 power.
That's
Yep.
smart because if we had each put in 2, you still would have just won.
And how much gold do
Okay.
you get?
I get.
And this goes here?
much
The
gold.
power?
If
Or
we
no,
lost,
we
we
lost.
get
Yeah.
back.
So and so let's be clear about what just happened. The red took it. The merchant guild guy, because Ryan put in
Yep.
more power than the rest of us combined. He also staked. He also staked a lot of money on it.
Yeah, I spent 10.
So you get 10
Yeah.
gold
10
bonus.
Okay.
gold bonus.
But you spend all that power to the balance.
Okay, so let's flip over the nay and see how bad it is.
Yeah. Traven Milner has won massive prizes dueling in the renowned betting arenas of Caupius. His chainmail is extremely light, yet as impenetrable as full plate, while Crescent Moon, his saber, is known to slice through most armors. Both are tested by Hubert Gildar's furious attacks. Many of Hubert's blows land on Traven's armor, but the thickly woven chainmail absorbs and redistributes their weight without harm. Sensing an opening in the flurry of attacks, Traven counters with a single slash of his honed saber, slicing apart his enemy's leather armor and inflicting an incapacitating wound that forces his opponent to surrender. Wow, so he won by being rich. Right? He had better armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything about that feels bad.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
No.
hope you're
Also
happy,
true to
Ryan.
what just
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
So,
I'm
Okay.
ecstatic.
Oh, wealth goes up by 2, so it loses its momentum, flips, and rises by 2. So does stability. Morale flips to negative momentum and goes down by 2 as well.
Which then changes stability.
Stability's back down. Okay, and there's lots of power in the balance now. Well, at least Ryan spent a lot of
So-
power to make that happen,
Yeah.
but he is very rich.
I don't love it. And the leader is...
Still me. I don't
Yeah.
think anything there changed to the
Yep.
leader. So this is some of the golden map story.
Love it.
Yep.
The caravan of scholars seeking to retrieve the golden map is constantly threatened by desert raiders and is struggling to move forward. If we don't send them military aid, they'll be forced to deviate to the city of tents to stock up on supplies and hire mercenaries. Do we send reinforcements to the caravan? If we say aye, we can expect morale and influence to go up, but if we say nay, we can expect morale and welfare to go down.
Yep.
Don't have a lot of skin in this game. So
You don't have skin in this game? This seems like right up your alley to
Tank
take
stuff.
this.
You just think I'm evil all the time.
I do.
Sometimes I'm fine with modest victories. So I'm gonna pass for power. Woof.
I'm also passing for power.
You would.
I'm putting 2 on nay.
We're not sending reinforcements.
Nope.
Ooh, wow.
How do you feel about this, Candace? Oh, you take the leader, by the way.
Yep.
I'm gonna pass for power.
Oh, man.
Wow, you heard
Okay. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, all right. You got your nay.
Everybody take your power.
Yeah, that's looks like 3 apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Here I go.
That's mine in.
All right, what happens?
Without our help, the scholars are forced to divert to the much nearer city of tents to resupply. The Ivory Desert is fierce, and many caravaneers pay the ultimate price, including Sarah, who sadly dies before she could see her home again.
Damn.
Oh,
I didn't expect that.
Way
However,
to go.
The expedition survives, and the raging storms and raider assaults reaching the city of tents. So -2 morale. Flip.
Oh, that's welfare.
Oh, sorry. -2 welfare.
Oh.
I had the icon right and the name wrong. So 1, 2.
Uh-oh, is this gonna end here?
-1 morale.
Ooh, and
Which
momentum
turns
makes
to
it 2.
2.
So we are 1 space from the king abdicating.
Mm-hmm.
Because the kingdom ain't doing
And
great.
we get an envelope, 42.
Oh. So,
And I'm the leader, so I will open it.
mm-hmm.
Sorry, Sarah. That was not expected.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
that
not-
was a little out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But
Seen from afar, the majestic city of tents looks like a mirage. A white temple emerges from the clear waters of an oasis, circled by a colorful sea of tents full of people haggling for goods. The temple reminds some of the many sandstone ruins found in the south of our kingdom. The city is ruled by the sand priestesses, an opulent version of the cult of the mother. We may worship the same goddess, but their lavish ways are in stark contrast with the sober purity of our cult. The arrival of our expedition boosts trade between our countries, and news of our search for the golden map spreads among the locals. It is rumored that the sand priestesses are hiding it in a secret temple in the desert.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. And we have a new story event, which is whenever a player opts to pass and to gather power, they gain 2 instead of 1. That's for everybody.
they gain 2 what?
Gold.
Oh, gold. Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh.
Pass and gather power only, not pass and gather.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gavel.
Yep. Okay, I'm the leader. New event new dilemma for me. Thank you.
Bottom card.
Bottom card. Gutlab, a disgraced and exiled Ankali clan leader, approaches our diplomats. He's plotting to overthrow the current king of the Ankali, Kaisar, and he's asking for our help. The army wants to support him. The new leader would be our ally. Our diplomats, however, believe we should reveal this plot to Kaisar to prove our honor. Do we take the opportunity to dethrone the warrior king? Ooh. No indication of what will happen.
Oh, geez.
Whoa.
Yay and nay just
Wow.
have nothing on them.
That's a first.
Huh.
And this could end the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If anything goes down, the game ends.
So if it goes down and something else goes up, how does that work?
I believe that you do the icons in the
Left
order
to
they're
right.
printed on the
And then
card,
it's
and then you
instant.
trigger the end of the game if it at any point hits the bottom.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the leader.
Oh, man. To take the opportunity to
Oh, it's not like
dethrone-
where it just ends up.
No, it's not.
Oh,
instantaneous.
as soon as it.
We will still finish resolving the card,
Right.
but it will
But
have
as soon
triggered
as
the
it
end of
hits-
the game.
So,
Okay.
so the question is, can someone read the question?
Yeah, so...
Just the question.
Do we take the opportunity to dethrone the Warrior King?
Absolutely not. What an
Whoa.
incredibly bad idea. Look, these people are honorable and they have better weapons than us. If they didn't have better weapons, I'd be like, yeah, let's dethrone him. They'll just defeat us. They'll just easily defeat us. There's no way that we can dethrone the Warrior King. So we should not try. We should be honorable. They love honor. Be like, hey man, this dude sucks.
So, counterpoint. Gutlab, a disgraced and exiled Unkali clan leader, is what's at stake here. If he gets massacred trying to do this, then why do we care?
If he gets caught and he tells them that we backed him and tried to help him, that's gonna fuck with our diplomacy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Easily. One on nay. Just as a starting point.
Okay.
One on nay.
Okay, we got one on nay from Christian.
No question in my mind.
So the army wants to support him.
Yeah.
If we dethrone the warrior king, the army will be happy.
If we succeed. I don't think we're going to succeed. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Our army has already been defeated by them. We changed to a diplomatic approach.
He's
Why?
been disgraced and exiled. He probably is not overly powerful.
I don't see, this plan doesn't seem very good. If he came to us and was like, the secret is that red iron is like, it melts in water, I'd be like, great, nailed it. Go, here's some buckets of water. Go kill the Kaiser.
Is this
But
the
he's
ending
just,
of Signs?
yes.
I do feel that the game was giving us a hint that these are very honorable people, that we'd be foolish to ignore.
Also, even setting that aside, it's a question of why would this plan win when they have all their weapons? Like, they've defeated us, and they've got better technology. They've got a better citadel.
What do you think, Candace?
I'm thinking.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
This is one of the tougher ones. This is the first time we've seen just no hints. Of
I
the
mean, I love
outcome.
it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, who knows what's going to happen?
I'm next, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to pass.
For which? Power or...
I'll keep this.
Okay.
Okay, so staying as moderator.
Yeah, I'll just stay as the moderator for now. It's a
Oh.
tough one.
So I don't necessarily disagree with Christian, but I also don't like him being the decision maker.
I'm so gung-ho.
Rude.
And I just don't know if it's
No, I
if
don't
what he's
either.
saying is his true thought process, or he's
Yeah,
like, oh, I have
he's
this
got
figured
other
out.
priorities.
It's gonna make morale plummet, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 2 on I, taking the leader, and I'm now leading the vote. Yes, we send these people to their inevitable death.
The clear choice for me at this point is to pass for no, I'm kidding. I feel like I need to vote 1 on nay.
Interesting.
Tie.
That makes it a tie.
No. Yes, I want to vote 1 on nay.
Okay, so it's a tie currently, but it's not over. It goes to Christian.
I'm putting one more on nay to get credit for this, because I honestly, legitimately think this is the right answer.
Yeah, which that is going to end it, taking the power out of Candace, the moderator's hands.
Yep.
Because nays have 3.
Oh, yeah,
because
that
nays
does.
have 3 to ayes 2. So you guys spend your power.
Yep.
I get the leadership. I want to be very clear. This is a real belief. I'm not scheming. I'm not scheming.
All right.
I didn't want responsibility for this, but I'm okay with the...
Read the name.
Our diplomats denounce the plot to the king of Ankali, and Gutlab's rebellion is suffocated before it can even start. Kaiser praises our truthfulness and honorability. As a result, our diplomatic relationships with Ankal greatly improve. Commercial trade and cultural exchanges flourish. +3 to influence, +1 to wealth.
3
Wow.
influence. 1 wealth, which had momentum, so that's 2.
And we get an envelope, 65.
All right.
Wow, that was a surprise.
-5 influence if we had done the other thing.
Wow.
I would have so preferred that. It would have been a different envelope, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, clearly this is like a big fork in the plot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Put these in the thingy.
Oh, do you get to sign a thing?
Yeah, and it's a new, the
Is it?
signer of this card is assigned the positive open agenda token for influence. So I assume that means no matter how many stickers are on the board,
Yeah.
I will get that.
I think so.
I should have taken it. Well.
Influence, though.
For
Not
influence.
morale.
Influence,
Yeah,
which
morale.
currently no one was earning.
And that's at
that.
the start of the game. Not,
Yep.
right, that doesn't matter
Yeah.
for this
And it's
round.
only while that is the top card of the story.
Yep. An honorable alliance. Our recent actions prove to the Ankali that we are honorable. After centuries of mutual indifference, we have a fruitful yet fragile cultural and business relationship. Red iron becomes abundant in our kingdom, including weapons for our army. The only persistent source of frictions is religious. Since their ancestors fought against a sun empress who declared herself divine, the Ankali abhor the concept of religion. This causes occasional incidents with the most devout of our people. Because of this, the announcement of a planned marriage between Edgarn, brother of the Duke of Coden, and Laera, daughter of the warrior king of the Ankali, creates a sensation. We have an arranged marriage on the table.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm the leader. New event for me.
Yeah, here you go. We are to the point in the timeline where any card could end it.
Okay.
FYI.
We have a new horrible fresco.
The
Oh,
cult investigation
no.
story. Okay.
Harrod and his team of historians researching the first king at the monarchy of Lorraine have disappeared without a trace while studying the strange writings. Since she was the most vocal opponent of their study, the royal marshal suspects that Celestina is behind it, who is the priestess, and requests our permission to arrest the high priestess. This will likely cause a reaction from devout farmers, however. Do we arrest Celestina? All it says is aye and nay is positive or negative influence, but obviously more complicated.
Yeah.
And as we saw in the last one, like there could be very big
Yes.
swings. That was an 8-point influence swing on the last one. And I'm the voter. I think that we should 100% arrest her. I think this is actually pretty easy, which is nice for a change of pace. So I'm voting 1 aye.
I didn't read that card.
But we are arresting her based on suspicion, just because she's outspoken against the research.
Yep.
That she's behind it.
Yep.
She's a high priestess of the cult.
Listen, man, I've been pretty clear on my feelings about the cult. I've been opening frescoes. I've been kicking in doors.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like the
So
sound
you're
of
going
this.
1 aye.
Candace,
I mean, I don't think
how
we
do you
should.
feel
I
about
don't
the
know.
cult of the mother?
I don't think we should arrest her.
Putting some power where your mouth is?
It's like my house feels like we shouldn't, but but I am a little creeped out. Pass for power.
Wow.
$2,
Love it.
please.
Bold move.
$2.
Oh, you get 2 now.
Yep. Because of our trade with the City of Tents. Brandon.
What do you think?
Just like to point out, my instincts last time were right. That was good.
They were.
Right.
I love that we clearly could have just gone to war. Like, we could have had 2 wars now.
I'm sick of Christian winning all these.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to win this one.
Nay, aye. You think aye?
Yeah, I kind of feel like this should go through.
Where are you at, Candace? You're the moderator, so it's not
I mean,
unimportant.
oh, I am still the moderator. That's right. I'm still thinking we shouldn't arrest her. Yeah.
That's where I'm at. So here's what I want to do. I don't want to put a lot of power into this.
But
What I'd like to do is put 1 on nay, causing a tie with Christian. Pay you 2 coins not to bid, and pay you 2 coins to choose me as the winner.
I can't
Because-
stop it.
Because it would be a tie, so he wouldn't
Yeah.
get another turn.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pay Candace 2 coins not to bid, and pay me.
Shit,
Well,
well,
I'm out.
I'm buying her moderator choice for 2
Okay.
coins.
So do it
And
in
I'm
order.
paying- you
First, you
can-
want to buy him.
Pass. Yeah, or you're right. I should
Yeah.
do this in order. I'll give you 2 coins to pass. Well,
He's got to say pass for power.
yeah. Yeah.
Which would get him 2 gold.
I'll give you
That's
2 to
actually a
pass for
net-
power.
That's a pretty good net swing for you.
She's already passed for power.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
you would do
20
it as
for all of
well.
us.
No.
Huh. 3 coins.
So here's the problem that you have.
Oh, good. Enlighten me.
I have won the bet on the Joust,
Oh, so you have more money than you know what to do with.
which makes me unbribable.
Mm.
Because I have more money than I need, and I know I have more money than all of you.
I don't think you have much power, though. You spent it all on that.
Yeah, so you just got to win this honestly.
But do I care enough to win it honestly?
Or you could just save your money.
Well, you know, I might
I'm
want this to fail.
gonna pass for power. 2 coins.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pass for moderator.
All right.
Okay.
Doesn't-
Well, the
doesn't do
eye,
you anything here,
the
though.
eye you only get one.
One coin when you pass
The
for
2
moderator.
for the
Only
2 is
passing
for
for
power.
power gives you
Specifically.
gold.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put a coin on the war effort.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The eyes win easily.
Easily 1 to 0. Yeah.
So split up your power that all of you were.
Thank you.
Take your gold. Everyone take your gold off.
Oh God, can someone stack those up?
Yep. Too much power in the war. No, it's impossible. That's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
just
It's the end of the game.
Oh no.
The king will die. The royal marshal arranges the
King
arrest of Sister Celestina. A small contingent of well-equipped and trained soldiers starts marching towards Lorraine to investigate the scholar's disappearance. The devout farmers of the lush lands around Lorraine are persuaded by the cult to protest the decision by refusing to pay their tithes, causing a sudden lack of food in Natar, the capital of the duchy. Eesh. Okay, so we get -1 welfare, which is -2.
Mm-hmm.
We get +2 influence, which is plus.
It was.
It was there. So it's actually +3.
Yeah.
Yep. And envelope 27, and a skull.
And the king dies. Okay.
King dies.
After this.
So we'll just read the story,
Mhm.
and then we won't. Okay. Doesn't look very promising.
No.
The march to Lorraine. The march of the army towards the monastery of Lorraine is long and uneventful. However, as they cross the border of the Duchy of Natar and enter the eerie woods of the Clover Massif, restless nightmares start plaguing the soldiers' sleep. A scholar traveling with them to investigate the rumors about Lorraine seems convinced that it is just the power of suggestion playing tricks on their minds. Their voyage is accompanied by the increasingly sinister rumors about the high priestess of the monastery, Sister Celestina, who's allegedly dabbling with lost forbidden rituals.
Ooh.
So that's that.
Okay.
That's the end of the game. What an ominous ending.
Oh, this did not end well for me.
I mean, we'll see. You thought that last time, and it actually worked out pretty well. So,
Worked out okay.
so scoring. Everybody reveal your secret agendas.
Yeah. So, who is the leader at the
Me.
end? Christian, why don't you lead us off?
Once again, I was the extremist. So I get points for the difference between highest and lowest. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. And then what's everyone's gold at?
22. 23.
14.
13.
8, 9.
Okay. So first, second, third,
Yep.
nothing. So for third, I get 1 point for gold. And then I lose 3 because of that last minute swing on the crops, which is
Yep.
horrible. And
Yeah, that cost you.
Yep,
Okay.
I don't like that. So -3 for that. That's
All
me.
right. Candace, how'd you do?
I'm moderate, so not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So there are 4 resources in
Yeah.
there. Woo.
13.
13 points,
Mm-hmm.
and then no money.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then for power, or
They
we
really
don't-
all landed
we'll
in
do
the
power
middle.
later.
We'll do power at the end.
Mm-hmm. Okay, for House Prickle Snipe, I was the rebel. I wanted resources in the extremes, although these lines count, so I did get 3 for 17 points.
Yeah, see? You
Wow.
always, you assume.
Yeah.
I actually, I did think
Jeez.
I did worse, especially when, like, influence was down here, and
And
it
it went-
took the upswing, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, but
But
it
it actually
paid
made
off.
it to the extreme on the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
side. And I had second most money, we said, right?
Yep.
So that's another 2 points. So I'm at 19 currently. How did you do, Amarada?
Well, I was greedy.
Of course.
So I
Is that 3 games in a row now?
No, it's 2
Oh,
of
okay.
3. We had 3 in the extremes, I think.
Yes.
So that means I get 7 points for resources, and with most coins, I get 8 points.
Okay.
Nice.
15 right there.
And then, so I'm not entirely sure how these work.
So for your open agendas, you get 3 points if they are the top and 1 point if they are the second highest resource. So you get 3 points for knowledge being at the top, nothing for morale since
Got
it
it.
was near the bottom. We compare our power. I had 9.
I had 2.
I had 2.
8.
Ooh, I took that for 2 more points
And then I get a point.
and 1 point for Vespertine. You're right. I do always sit here, true to my house. I whine about things not going my way,
And then you
and
actually
then I
did pretty
do.
good.
I do just fine,
So
right?
what's the totals?
So for House Badron, you've got a total of
Horrible. Bad game
8.
for me.
That is the lowest result we've seen yet.
However, very good game for me story-wise. I got a lot of cards with my signature on them. I made
Yeah.
a lot of good
Yeah.
decisions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, arguably good decisions, but I admit you wrote your name a lot of times. Vespertine has 14. Prickle Snipe has 21. And Amarada has 18, making me the leader again.
Jeez.
Wow. I didn't
Okay.
see that coming. I
So
really
where's
didn't.
our errata sheet for the chart?
Yeah, so as I lean down here, grab the chart. So the king died again. So as the leader, I get 5 prestige points. Second place, Amarada gets 4 prestige points.
4 prestige points.
Third place, Vespertine gets 2 prestige points and 1 crave point. Don't forget your crave. And last gets 2 crave.
Very, not great.
This was moderate again.
Okay.
And mark your secret objective.
Yep, don't forget to take off your secret objective.
And did anyone get? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, did anyone get any achievement progress?
I did. I got the knowledge being highest.
Me too.
I hate that you both have that.
We get to work together.
Eventually you'll finish
Yeah.
it, and
I got 2 points for open agendas,
Mm-hmm.
and I got more than 18 gold.
Yeah.
So I got 2.
Whew.
I did get bottom half of the stability track, but despite my best efforts, influence and wealth were not the lowest resource.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so I will have an heir marrying into the king's family again. I'll make sure to pick the cream of the crop.
Is this going to be prick 2?
You
can do
prick
that.
the
They did that
second.
with
Pick the
kings.
second.
Pick the
Oh,
second.
you're right, actually. That would be a nice way to keep track of how many times everyone's won.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
Thank you guys. This has been a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel like we're at least moving the story along. I can't say it's going well.
We are, and we were wondering what, if anything, there would be in the way of like new mechanics, and we saw some with the
Yep.
joust and the war.
And the war.
Right?
The joust was, I was not expecting that to be our most heated argument, but it really was by far.
That got deep. Do we keep this?
The war was no battles were ever triggered by the deck,
Useless.
and so the power just gets forgotten. Yeah, next game we'll start fresh on the
Yeah,
war.
it's like we invested a lot into keeping our army up, so they never attacked us. And the next
Yeah.
generation, it starts again.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, this war is going to go for generations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's grim.
Yep.
All right. On that note, thank you for joining us again. We'll be back again sometime soon. Until then, be optimal.
And with different clues.